Copyright disclaimer. Under Title 17 U.S.C. Section 107, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing, nonprofit, educational, or personal use, tips a balance in favor of fair use. Okay, guys, so out of curiosity, I went to Yelp to see what kind of reviews the LAPD has. So I think 1.9 means 1,900 perhaps. I don't know. Wait a minute. No. There's 39 reviews on here. And as we know, people can always come in and put fake reviews. And since still stating my opinion is legal, if I see a rating that seems fake, I'm going to say it. Do I recommend this business? No. Well, obviously, you guys. What do I always say with the narcissistic type behaviors? Over the top. Excellent. Yup. I double checked, and there has been an avalanche law, whatever the hell that means, since 1991. Prohibiting the use of snowmobiles. Hold on. Why is it not letting me go? Hold on a minute. Well, that was fun. I had to download the app in order to read the reviews. So hopefully it's going to work. It's working. Good. So I'm going to be sarcastic because, as I say with the narcissistic type tactics, it's always a little bit too much over the top. Excellent. Yup. I double checked and there has been an avalanche law since 1991 prohibiting the use of snowmobiles. In the state of California. Sound like a cop? In conjunction with the stadium law, also prohibiting any stadiums in California. Qualcomm Stadium in San Diego, I don't know why this is on the LAPD, is currently demolished, and demolition crews are waiting for my green light in Los Angeles for the takedown of those LA stadiums. Great work, LAPD. First time in American history, we are losing stadiums. That doesn't make no sense to me. Cesar E. This is 3 months ago. Number 1, or it's a 1-star. Now I know why the LAPD gets no respect. They suck at responding to the simple things. Unless you're in Scientology, if you get a Scientology call, you get helicopters. Because you know, why not, right? They suck at responding to the simple things. Get it, some are 911, but not all calls are. Pico Station sucks the worst. Never call them, they won't come. For anything. And they are 2 blocks away. This is not me saying it. Let's see what Erica M. has to say. Okay, it's a good review. I'm going to give them a break because not all cops are bad. Just like all citizens aren't bad or all protesters are not bad. You know, the citizens, the public. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 stars. Updated review. My car was stolen. They found it. Contacted me. Arrested the perpetrators. Only complaint was, I don't think I was ever given the opportunity to press charges. Or does it even work that way? Is it a given? Anyway, overall was happy with the outcome since they were actually able to track down my car. Yeah, trackers. and immediately contacted me, tried to give me as much details as possible, and help with my insurance claim, so in that sense, they did something right. I figured since I wrote a bad review when they did nothing, it's only fair that I write a good review to reflect the good that they did. That's fair. So this is her old one, I guess. I don't know if I'm able to get to it. Her old one in 2020, I can only read some of it. I am all for my police department. I value police officers. I can't read all of it. So she gave them a 1 in the past. This is dated May 10th, 2023. They have a 1 star. EVE. Person selling and using needle drugs daily in front of my residence. I live in an affluent neighborhood. Been calling along with several neighbors daily for 2 weeks. They have done nothing about it. They get paid good to do nothing, don't they? The criminal is still using and selling drugs. Could they be getting a cut? You never know, do you? The criminal is still using and selling drugs from a tent. Wait time on the phone just to make a report is 30 minutes to an hour or more. The way they handle it is by trying to deter us from calling. Wow, isn't that great? They say they are sending officers out. Oh, that sounds familiar. And no one comes. If they do drive by, they don't even get out of the car. Wow. I wonder how many are pulling their pant leg up. This city has gone incredibly downhill in the last few years. The police have gone from doing a poor job to basically doing nothing to resolve these issues. I can't help but wonder, is this all the New World Order stuff? Are they pulling their pant leg up? This is dated May 18th, 2023. From YCW. I would like to leave a 1-star review for the LAX Police Department front desk. Oh, like the one Becky encountered. I am extremely dissatisfied with the service I received. Sounds familiar. The person who answered my phone call was incredibly rude and seemed eager to hang up. Yeah, because heaven forbid you do some work. My intention was to report the loss of contact with my mother, who was traveling back to China and doesn't speak English. Her flight was canceled due to aircraft issues and rescheduled for the next day. Unfortunately, her phone's battery was low and she couldn't find a place to recharge it because check-in wasn't ready. I consider this a potentially dangerous situation, but the operator completely dismissed my request and abruptly ended the conversation. Wow. Narc much? Even mocking me in the process. Wow, isn't that great? This behavior was not only unprofessional and unhelpful, but also displayed a complete lack of manners. I am thoroughly disappointed with the LAX Police Department front desk service. So that must be at the airport. I don't know if is that with the LAPD? I think maybe. I don't know. And strongly discourage others from relying on their assistance. Yeah, it sounds like you're just better off not. You're better off not calling. Great way to bring in chaos, isn't it? Huh? Another 1-star. This is dated. This is June 15th, 2022. 1-star. How do I open this? Oh, here we go. There are no words from my experience last night. I used to have respect for law enforcement, but I am shocked and devastated now. Who is running our environment? My family and I attended an event at the Hollywood Bowl, and some girl punched little sister in the face on our way of exiting. I know what might happen. Can't say too much. After asking them if they just punched my sister, a group of Latin American people attacked me, my two sisters, and father. Wow. Sounds like there's more to this. Leaving blood and strangulation marks on all of us. The cops did not arrest them and instead got in my face, grabbed my phone from my hands, called me a retarded drunk, and said if I chose to press charges, they would arrest us too. I wonder where this was. A club, maybe? I'm in shock. I have been on hold all day to file a complaint on these 3 officers. Oh, good, she gives the names. 2 of their names being Diaz and Ponce, who were Latin American female officers who refused to take pictures of our injuries. Why does she keep talking about their ethnicity? What does that have to do with anything? Currently seeking legal counsel. This environment is our home, and no one should feel that they can get physically attacked without punishment. Yolez M. This is dated February 19th, 2018. LAPD ain't shit. A couple of teens were shooting a BB gun at cars and happened to break a window of my dad's truck. Fortunately, my dad and brothers went after the truck, probably not a good idea, where the teens took off and cornered them. My brother called the cops and while waiting tried to flag down 3 cop cars. This is where all their money's going. And not a single one paid attention to them. Wow. That is pathetic. See, this is what happens when men lose their masculinity. They ain't got no balls. Regardless of seeing 3 cars stopped in mid-traffic, the cop cars just went around them. Wow. Not even slowing down to question what was going on. Pathetic. If they don't want to do their job, which clearly they don't, then they shouldn't be cops. Waste of tax dollars for LA County, if you ask me. Wow. Now, mind you, in fairness to, and trying to be somewhat fair, we all know there's got to be some good cops in here. How it must suck to work with these nasty SOBs, right? We know there's good ones out there. So people, a lot of times, they're going to leave a review when they're upset. But how often are there officers giving some good, decent service and they're not getting a review? I just want to be fair. This was May 19th, 2018. Another 1-star. Useless police department. Never came out despite numerous calls for neighbors. Loud nightly parties. I have lost the ability to enjoy my home and the police don't care. They'll come out if it's Scientology, though. Or any of those millionaires. Oh, I wonder how much they're getting paid. Getting some little extra on the side there? I bet you get a lot of extra. Okay, this is dated December 28th, 2017. Justos M. 2-star. I volunteered to mentor a young man and was picking him up for our afternoon outing. I pulled over and put my flashers on outside his house on a quiet street. There's nowhere to park. He's a teen, so it takes a while to come out of his house. But a few minutes later, a police officer knocked on my window and told me he was writing me a ticket. Oh, it must be the rich part of town. I explained that I was involved with a mentor program. I bet you this guy's got brown, darker skin. Huh. I explained that I was involved with a mentor program and was picking up a young man for an outing. I suggested I could simply move, considering I was in the driver's seat with my flashers on. But no, he insisted on giving me a parking violation. They get little points every time they write a ticket. Good doggy. To sum it up, I was there for volunteer work and community support. I never left my car. My flashers were on. This was not a main road. There was virtually no traffic, and I offered to drive away. Probably some neighbor who, maybe this guy was driving while black. This is just a guess. Or brown, driving while brown. You can't do that, especially in the rich neighborhoods. Not sure what the law dictates in this situation, but it seems to me this is poor community policing. Yeah. Okay, this is dated September 8th, 2019. Another 1-star, Lisa P. The worst police department I've ever engaged with. I've lived in NYC and Boston and never experienced the issues I've had with the LAPD. My car was broken into. They must be getting paid good by those gang units and those gangs and stuff. They must be getting cha-ching. My car was broken into. I had to wait almost an hour on hold to get an officer to take a report. Oh, by the way, they don't come to the scene unless you do their job. Yeah, that seems to be the trend. And have the suspect apprehended. Nice. They sent me this crappy investigative report, which is not an actual police report accepted by insurances. That's training. They need training. Instead, you have to call a phone number listed on the report, which is not in service. Of course it's not. You don't go online? Oh, they must not have been telling everyone to file the report online back then. To find out how much it would cost you to get the police report. Then you have to write a letter and send a check to get the report. The request requires a driver's license number, but of course, the lame officer that took my report did not list the DR number on the report. So now I need to write a letter to the records department to get the number before I can send my official request. It's insane to me how the police have such a lack of concern. Screams narcissism to me. Regarding the volume of car thefts in the area. You ever wonder if they're getting a little bit of chunk of that change? Just makes you wonder. It's truly amazing. You guys should really partner with police in other large cities to gain efficiencies and become more public friendly. Okay, this is from Sonia H. And it's dated March 17th, 2019. The use of helicopters is ridiculous and absurd. I've lived in cities around the world, and in no other city do they use helicopters to do everyday policing. Exactly. I don't even think the military uses them that much. It's ridiculous. It's a waste of taxpayer money and a nuisance to the community. Facts. They wake me up and cause destruction of property. Today, a low-flying helicopter blew away all my lawn furniture and damaged my lemon tree. I had this problem in both, wait for it, guys, wait for it, West Hollywood and North Hollywood. There are no statistics or information available, of course not, about the use of helicopters by the LAPD, and they're never joined by group ground officers, so I can assume these are just joyrides. Okay, this is dated August 22nd, 2018. I was very impressed, and they get a 5-star by Cobra K. I was very impressed with how professional the arresting officer was. Clearly, let's see. Give it a minute here. He made sure the handcuffs were not too tight. That's cool. As to cut off circulation in my wrist. When being placed in the patrol car, he took extra precautions so I wouldn't hit my head. And even buckled me up. I don't know, is this a real one, you guys? I mean, it could be. While en route to the police station, the officer drove me through Jack in the Box for a crispy chicken sandwich and an Oreo cookie shake, so I wouldn't be hungry before dinner. My experience was first class all the way, and I highly recommend being arrested by this law enforcement agency. I don't know. I mean, it could be real. Seems weird, but you never know. Wonder what the person was arrested for. Okay, this is Ernesto M., and this is dated October 5th, 2019. 1 star. I saw how some officers are just and fair. I also saw an officer who has a joy for arresting people. That would be like psychopath or narcissistic people. Maybe because an officer has been traumatized. Yeah, as a rookie. Just, quick note. If you guys do a really deep dive, some of the officers are assaulting the other officers. It's bad. It's kind of like an occult ritual. Traumatized as a rookie through some incident where he was investigated for a shooting of a suspect. The point is that when officers do not follow basic procedures that protect the people's civil rights, the enforcement of law by civil servants becomes a system that essentially becomes a failing system. Actions that are not fair taken by an officer generally will reflect on the overall reviews of all the LAPD. As one can see, the overall percentage of the people give the LAPD a low review. It is because of how those few unfair officers conduct an arrest or serve. It's Angelinos. In many cases, the LAPD is not serving Angelinos, but instead do not serve the people. It doesn't seem that way. That they have sworn to protect and serve. I like President Kennedy because he was fair and just. Okay, one moment. Okay, this is Sherry A. She's got her picture there. This is an old one. May 6, 2007. How many of us go to work every day and wonder if someone is going to blank you that day? I do not know how any of them do it. Their job sucks. Oh, she gave a 3-star, by the way. Yes, there are a few bad ones in the bunch. Could she be a police officer wife, maybe? I don't know. In the bunch. But hell, there's a few bad ones in every profession. But these guys have GUNs. Yeah, that's what scares me. One word of advice. When the police tell you to disperse, you leave right there, then and there. Oh, almost like she knows all about this, right? If I was at a protest and the police were out in full force and some idiots in the crowd started throwing bottles and rocks at the police, it's really ignorant if people do that. It's freaking ignorant. If, in fact, they do it. My instincts would be, I better get the hell out of there. The hell out of here. Almost like she knows the police, huh? This is going to get ugly. But no. People just hung out and watched until they were asked to disperse. But did they leave then? Nope. What would she know about it? It's good writing, if anything. What do you want the PD to do? Whose wife are you? Foam bullets were appropriate. If you did this in many countries, those bullets would be lead and not foam. What's your point? LAPD, yeah, they're annoying, but if they are not there, can you imagine what the streets would be like? Maybe. And then she's got a little, a little LAPD picture, because why not? This is dated, I don't know why it hops around date-wise, but this is dated January 14th, 2017. It's got a picture. Joe M. 1-star rating. I wanted to report 3 taggers in action. You guys know what taggers are, right? When they tag the graffiti and stuff. I called and they never answered the phone. Their tagging was large and they took forever to finish. I think that's what he's talking about. But they finished and left the scene, so I ended up hanging up. I was trying to be a good American citizen, trying to make America great again. If I wanted to report a crime happening to me, I would have been dead by now. I kind of think a lot of people do wind up in that place, unfortunately. This is dated November 29th, 2017. 1-star review. Mitch M. He's got a picture. Called in with an issue, even stated the exact law. Yeah. That was being violated. And the operator said, okay, well, what's the crime? What's the emergency? To which I replied, I didn't call 911. This is the non-emergency hotline. But whomever answered, they were gaslighting him. There is a law being broken and I need you to step in. Oh, here we go. I was then put on hold. I called again and they said, okay, you can call 911. Wow, bro, are you serious? Unbelievable. I was almost going to say something. I'm going to just not say that. You can call 911 and see if they'll send someone. It's up to them. Yikes. Is this the 1960s? Horrible. Pretty bummed that this is who we contact for protection. Is it any wonder, you guys, why the you-know-who's and the alumnos want to take your pop away from you? Okay. One more and then that's about all I can take, honestly. Etta B gives a 1-star review, August 1st, 2019. This review is for the Mission Hills Community Police Station. I have repeatedly called the desk, which is supposed to be open from 7 a.m. till 11 p.m. daily. Nobody answers. This seems to be a trend as well. I want information on what I need to provide to file a theft report. I am partially disabled and cannot make a bunch of trips back and forth. The phone rings and then finally disconnects. If you select the speak to an operator again, there is no answer. This same no answer happened 2 years ago when I needed to know what to provide to file a missing persons report. When I entered the lobby, an officer was sitting at the desk, not on a phone, doing nothing. What are we paying the LAPD for if they can't answer the non-emergency phone? Excuse. We are short-staffed. Try. You just don't want to provide the service and expect old disabled people to drag themselves in to get answers. Well, you guys, honestly, she sounds like a victim. Poor me. And I'm sorry, that does. It sounds whiny. So she still deserves to get help, though. So anyways, that's it for now, you guys. I have some more videos coming. It's very hot where I'm at. I'm living in Wisconsin, Superior, where it's quite hot. So have a good day. Like and subscribe if you choose. Link in description.